So this is going to be a 30-minute core and chill class, obviously focusing mostly on the core, which remembering that it is from sort of like the lower ribs all the way down through the belly, butt and thighs. So hopefully you'll be feeling all of those parts of the body working and getting nice and warm as we move throughout this 30-minute session. No equipment required, just your mat. We're going to start nice and easy, just in a seated position today. So you can have your knees, what am I talking about? You can sit in a kneeling position or you can sit cross-legged. So to start with your hands on your thighs or your knees here, you can close down your eyes and just feel your shoulders melting down your back. Feeling the heaviness of your sit bones grounding into the floor. And see if you can draw your spine a little bit taller, feeling the crown of your head reaching to the ceiling above you. Bring your awareness to your breath, taking a nice deep inhale and a long, slow exhale. Just a couple more nice, really mindful breaths here. And on your next inhale, go for a nice big reach to the ceiling. And then exhale, twist to your right, so your left hand comes to thigh, right hand behind your back. Inhale to lengthen through your spine a little more. And then exhale, see if you can wrap your right shoulder back a little further. Inhale. Exhale, soften into this twist. And then just lift your right arm overhead. Keep your left hand where it is. Just find a nice big side stretch. Taking an inhale, feel the right side body open. Softening with the exhale. And then reach both arms to the ceiling. Exhale, twist to your left. So right hand to thigh, left hand behind you. Inhale to lengthen one more time. And then exhale, see if you can wrap your left shoulder back. Inhale, lift a little taller. Exhale, soften. Keep your right hand where it is. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, a little side stretch. Breathing into your into your left side body. Your next inhale, coming all the way up, reach to the ceiling, big inhale. And then as you exhale, rolling out over into 4-point kneeling. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Coming straight into cat-cow, so dip the belly down, lift your tailbone, lift your heart. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone round through the spine. Just a couple more like that to get the spine moving just a little. If you want to add any extra little movements, you can roll the hips around, circle your ribs around, let your head dangle. Just going for whatever feels nice here. Especially if you're doing this first thing in the morning, or maybe just after sitting at a desk for a few hours. You want to really ease your body into these movements. So just let your body tell you what it needs. Take one more inhale. And exhale. We'll tuck the toes. Grip the mat with your fingertips. So really try and dig your finger pads into the floor. Draw the belly in. Push the floor away so your shoulders are nice and broad and strong. And then go for a little lift of the knees just off the floor. Tap them down. Little lift. Little tap. Little lift. Little tap. Let's go for 3, 2. And your next one, hold. Send your bum back to your heels. Keep your knees lifted so you're crouching. And then start to lift your hips. Find a down dog. Pedal through the feet. Maybe sway the hips from side to side. And then press your heels to the floor. Lift your heels and ripple forward. Find plank. And again, find that crouch. Bend your knees without lowering to the mat if you can. Bum to heels. Lift your hips down dog. 2 more. Ripple forward. Bend your knees. Find that crouch. Lift your hips. 1 more time. Ripple forward. Bend your knees. Lift your hips. Beautiful. This time, ripple forward. Lower all the way down through chaturanga. You can lower your knees if you need to. Come all the way onto your belly. Take your hands off to the side of the mat. Make sure the tops of your feet are pressing into the floor. Inhale, go for a little cobra, lifting your chest. Give your bum a little squeeze. Lower all the way down. 3 more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Really feel like you're lengthening your spine out of your lower back. 1 more time. Inhale to lift. And exhale. Lower all the way down. Put your hands back underneath your shoulders. And then just press yourself back, maybe to child's pose for a moment. And eventually rolling yourself up to 4-point kneeling. So resetting yourself with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, about hip distance apart. Let's take the left leg long behind the hip here. Lift it up by squeezing your bum, and then find that angry cat as you pull your knee in towards your nose. And then shoot the leg back, squeeze your bum, open the chest, and then round through the spine, pull the knee in. Maybe adding on your right arm, reach it long, and then pull your elbow to meet your knee. So bird dog, big reach, pull it in. Just 2 more. Last one. Reach along and hold it. Maybe bending your left knee toes to ceiling. Maybe circle your right hand back. Maybe you can take your foot with your right hand and you'll kick your foot into your hand. Try to lift your thigh and squeeze your right shoulder blade to open your chest. If this isn't attainable for you today, that's totally fine. Just reach the arm back. Maybe keep the hand down and just point the toes. Maybe just keep the leg extending. Totally up to you. We've got 2 more breaths. If you have a hold of your foot, without slingshotting it, release the hand away from the foot, extend your leg long, and just roll onto your right thigh, onto your forearm. You're going to have your right knee slightly out on this angle here from the hip, and your left foot on the ground, leg out long. With your right elbow, make sure it's right underneath your shoulder, and you're pressing down through your whole forearm, so not leaning onto your elbow because that really hurts and doesn't really help. So really push down through the fingers all the way up the forearm and not so much onto the elbow. Press yourself out of your shoulder and just start with your left hand on your hip. From here, we're simply going to arch through the right side of the body, like you're really trying to pull yourself away from the floor, and then release. Exhale, find that little banana shape, and release. Just 2 more like that. Lift, and lower. Keep drawing the belly in, lift, and lower. This time we do the same thing, except now we're lifting the hip off the floor. So push through the legs, lift yourself up, lower down. Now as you lower down, try not to sort of let everything go. Keep the belly drawing in, almost kind of keeping that banana shape. Then maybe start to add the left arm reaching overhead so you can really accentuate that banana shape through the body. I don't know why I'm saying banana. Is it because I'm wearing a yellow top? It might be. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, whatever helps. Banana, rainbow, crescent, mountain, whatever shape you can associate with this movement. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. This time, lower the hip down, roll slightly onto your bum, lift your left leg and tap your toes and your hand together, or your leg and your hand. And then release long, roll back onto your side, lift up, lower down, roll slightly onto your bum, lift leg, lower hand. Beautiful. Now if you're like me and you keep feeling like you're slipping away from your plank position here, your side plank, just readjust. Don't feel like you have to get stuck in a spot. You can readjust your arm, readjust your leg. Just got 2 more. Last one here. We're going to hold it here with the leg and then just reach the arm, lower the leg, lift and lower. Now you can see here, my right arm is supporting me, and you can kind of allow yourself to lift up and lower down into it. Don't try and kind of hold this position and put so much strain on your shoulder, just as long as you're not kind of just sinking down here and kind of letting everything flop, you know. All right, let's do 2 more. Last one. Beautiful, release everything long, and then just roll onto your belly. Nice little flip over to the floor. Beautiful. This time we're going to bring your hands underneath the shoulders, point the toes long. Same as we did before, press through the hands to lift the chest, squeeze your shoulder blades back, and release the chest down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. I just realised I said we did this before. We didn't. I've been filming classes all morning, so I'm getting a bit confused. Anyway, now we're doing it. Squeeze your bum, lift. And lower. One more time. Lift. And lower. Beautiful. This time, lift up. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. Squeeze your elbows towards your ribs. Squeeze your bum, point your toes, float your legs off the floor. Keep your chest lifted and just lower your legs. Exhale, squeeze your bum to lift and lower. So the upper body's not moving, keeping that spine extending, heart reaching forward. Now remember, extension through the spine doesn't mean a high lift. It's just that gentle press of the heart space forward. Let's go for 2 more. Last one, can you hold the lift? Maybe float your hands. Maybe squeeze your shoulders down and back a little more. Hold 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Release everything down. Give your bum a little wiggle from side to side. And then press yourself back nice and gently to a child's pose, just to release out the spine. And then come all the way up to 4-point kneeling. Once again, I'm just going to turn around so I don't end up facing away from you. So right leg goes along behind you, squeeze your bum. Exhale, round through the spine, pull your knee in towards your nose. Sweep back. Pull the knee in. Sweep back. Pull the knee in. When you're ready, left arm might reach long. Elbow meets the knee. Big reach. And round. Just 2 more. Reach it long. And round. Last time you reach and hold. Maybe this is it for you. Just hold this. Maybe the knee bends. Maybe the arm reaches. Maybe you take a hold of your foot. If you're holding your foot, squeeze your bum to push your foot into your hand. Press your hand into your foot. Watch you're not collapsing into your right shoulder. Take 2 more breaths. And then release your leg long, nice and slowly. Hand to the floor. Roll onto your left side. And lower down onto your left arm. Beautiful. So right foot pressing into the floor. Right hand on hip, draw the belly in and then start to lift your waist away from the mat and release. Press away and release. So it's just like someone's like just lifting you up, and that someone is you. Lift and lower. 2 more, lift and lower. Last one, lift and lower. Now we add the lift of the left hip. So as you lift up, push through both legs, lower all the way down. Now you may want to add in, right arm reaches overhead and down to the leg. Lift and lower. Let's do 3. Really try to find that banana-y, rainbowy shape. Let's do 1 more, just because I lost count. I'm not sure if that was right. Bring it all the way down and then roll onto your left butt cheek. Reach your toes and your hand together. Lower down, lift into that supported side plank. Lower, lift the leg, lower the leg, lift the hips. So nice and controlled, don't try and rush through this. Don't throw your leg around, throw your arm around. Let's do 2 more, lift, lower, lift, lower. Last one, lift the hips, lower the hips, lift the leg and hold, and then lower the leg, lift the arm, and then lift the leg, lower the arm. Nice. So thinking of squeezing ribs and hip together. Let's do 2. Last one. And release, really nice. Roll onto your back. Sitting up, well, roll onto your bottom, I should say. Sitting up nice and tall. Slowly start to roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And go for a little rock from side to side. Beautiful. Hug your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg out long so it's hovering, well, not even hovering, it's lifted away from the floor. Go for an inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, curl up, trying to pull your forehead towards your right knee. And then switch legs. And switch. And switch. And switch. Keep going with those leg switches. Pull that knee right in towards your chest. Maybe even towards your armpit. Use your hands and your chest to help pull you up a little bit further into that curl up. So really drawing belly in. You've just got 4, 3, 2, last one. Hug the knees in, lower head and shoulders, go for a little rock from side to side. And then rock and roll yourself up, over, into 4-point kneeling. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Duck your toes, lift your hips high, down dog. Pedal through your feet. And then just take your right foot to the ceiling, 3-legged dog. Draw your knee in towards your nose, plant your foot down, lower your back knee. Lift yourself up into low lunge, squeezing your left butt cheek, opening through your left hip. Go for a twist to your right. Left hand forward, right hand back. Come back through center, inhale. Exhale, twist to your left, so right hand forward, left hand back. Back through center, inhale. Exhale to the right. Center as you inhale. Exhale left. Lift back through center. And then exhale, hands come down to the inside of your right foot. And just heel toe your right foot out to the side, just for a quick little lizard lunge. So just giving your bum a little wiggle around. If you want to, you can take your right hand to your right thigh, gently pressing your thigh away from you, maybe rolling to the outer blade of your left foot. Take one more breath. And then planting your foot back down. Plant your hands down, step your right foot back to down dog. Pedal through your feet. And then the left leg to ceiling, three-legged dog. Knee comes to nose. Plant your left foot between your hands. Lower your back knee. Inhale, lift up, low lunge. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back through center. One more time to the left. Inhale, back through center. To the right. And come back through center. As you exhale, plant your hands inside your left foot. Heel toe your left foot out. Maybe giving your bum, your hips a little wiggle around. Maybe intensifying by bringing your left hand to the inside of your thigh. Just letting your leg roll out to the side, lifting the sole of your left foot. Just taking 2 breaths here. And then plant your left hand back to the floor. Tuck your back toes and lift your knees. Step back to your down facing dog. Taking one nice deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Bring your knees to the floor. Then just sitting back onto your heels to come onto your bum. So that's a weird transition. Just come sit on your bum. All right, so bring your left shin in front of your right. If a double pigeon or fire log pose is suitable for you, go for it. If you've got super open hips and you can stack one shin on top of the other relatively comfortably, totally fine. Otherwise, just left foot in front of right or left shin in front of right. We reach to the ceiling. I'll stop gathering on. Then exhale, fold forward. Any amount is fine. Just want to feel like the hips can open a little. Sit bones super duper heavy here on the floor. You can relax your shoulders, your neck. Maybe you let your head dangle a little. Take one more breath. Let it go. And slowly come all the way up. Beautiful. Uncross the legs, plant your feet in front of you, and just take your hands behind your hips with your fingertips pointing to the sides of the room. And then inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades to lift your chest. Exhale, press up into reverse tabletop. So you're just opening the hips towards the sky. Take one more breath. And release down. And then just taking this little stretch on the other side. So this time left shin on the bottom or closest to you, right shin in front or on top, depending on which option of this seated stretch you're going to take. And then we inhale, reach to the ceiling, lengthen through the spine. Then as you exhale, just fold forward any amount. Feel like you can really sink the sit bones down into the floor. Release your shoulders. You may even like to close your eyes and just really focus on your breath. Continuing a nice, steady, smooth inhale and exhale. Take one more breath in. And a breath out. And slowly walking yourself all the way up. This time we'll just take the legs long. Give them a little shimmy and a shake. Take a nice big inhale, stretch up, flex the toes back to your nose, and then slowly fold forward. Reaching, you can maybe grab the feet or the ankles, the shins, maybe just the hands come either side of your legs to the floor. Take one more breath. Side out. And then slowly roll yourself up. Doing anything you might need to here to sit comfortably just for a moment. Either with legs long, legs crossed. If you want to lay down, you can. We won't be here for too long. Just getting comfy and closing down the eyes. Feel your shoulders slide down away from your ears. At the same time, the heaviness of the hips is balanced by the lengthening of the spine. Just bringing your awareness to your breath. Just noticing if the body has had any shifts. Maybe if the mind has had any shifts in the last 20 to 30 minutes. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And a long breath out through the mouth. When you're ready, you can blink open your eyes and get on with the rest of your day, whatever you might be up to. Thank you so much for joining me for this Core and Chill session. Remember, there's a lot of other classes available to you in the on-demand library, as well as the live Zoom classes over at everydaymoves.com. And I hope to see you there really soon. Have a great